morning, everyone. My name is Courtney Eccles, and I'm the Policy Director at Woodstock Institute. Woodstock Institute is a nonprofit research and policy organization in the areas of fair lending, wealth creation, and financial systems reform. With me today is my coworker Katie Buitrago, Brian Imus from Illinois PIRG, Gianna Baker with Housing Action Illinois, Ethan Brown with the Illinois Asset Building Group, Vanessa Valentin from Northwest Side Housing Center, along with Mercedes and Raphael, and Kristen Kamara from Resurrection Project, and B. Zimmerman, a client with the Partners in Community Building. We are here today to deliver a message to Senator Kirk to support the confirmation of Richard Cordray for a full term as Director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. We are certainly not alone in this message. Over 7,000 Illinoisans have signed a petition urging Senator Kirk to make the right decision, and over 160,000 people across the country signed that same petition and are sending the same message to their senators. The CFPB has been instrumental in providing consumer protections for the residents of Illinois. In a time span of less than 2 years, the CFPB has created a consumer complaint database and hotline so consumers can submit issues about bank accounts, credit cards, mortgages, student loans, and payday products. They've taken action to set rules of the road for mortgage disclosure, mortgage affordability, private student loans, foreclosure standards, and much more. And they've held accountable companies that issued illegal credit card fees, resulting in millions of dollars of relief for consumers. At a time when consumer debt issues have topped the list of complaints to the Illinois Attorney General's office for the 5th year in a row, delaying the confirmation of Director Cordray only harms Illinois consumers. We have with us today B. Zimmerman, a client working with Partners in Community Building, who is going to share her experiences struggling with foreclosure. Her story is just one of many that shows the need for a strong agency devoted to protecting consumers, not one held back by political bickering. With new foreclosure standards put in place by the CFPB, we hope there will be fewer stories like hers. B?
Hello, I'm B. Zimmerman. I'm here because about 2 years ago I contacted my mortgage company. I was one of many Chicago public school teachers who received notice of being laid off. I told them I might have difficulty in the summer payments. Could you please modify my payments so I would not have any problems, as I already had a mortgage in excellent standing for 10 years, never missed a payment. And they said no, I could not make my 2 payments in the summer. After the 2 payments, I immediately sent payments plus money to pay back the 2 months that I missed, and they said no, I was automatically into the foreclosure process. And it was shortly after that that I met Bob B. with the Partners in Community Building. And from there on, it was a matter of filing papers, documents, homes made affordable, other documented programs. I'll be sending documents by fax or from the office of Partners in Community Building every single week. From September of 2011, I recently, finally, received the modification in the form of a balloon modification. I had to come up with a down payment of $2,600, and then from then on I go back to the amount I used to pay, nothing reduced, and at the end of 20 years I pay all the fees that were accumulated in that length of time, about $30,000. And if it was not for Partners in Community Building, I never would have been able to keep my home, which is also my place of business and everything else. I opened up a music store in a year's time to increase my income. They kept telling me I could not save, I could not increase income. But thanks to Partners in Community Building, I'm able to keep my home and I'm able to get a modification. And for them, I would be out in the streets somewhere. I have no family left in the USA. Thank you.
Great, thank you, B. And my name is Brian Imus. I'm the State Director with the Illinois Public Interest Research Group. Illinois PIRG is a nonprofit consumer watchdog and advocacy organization, and I'm thrilled today to be joined by so many consumer advocates who want to send a message to Senator Mark Kirk and to the U.S. Senate that we need a tough cop on the beat to protect consumers here in Illinois. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the CFPB, was created after the 2008 financial crisis to establish basic rules of fairness and transparency when it comes to mortgages, credit cards, student loans, auto loans, debt collection, and other banking and lending products. The CFPB is the first financial agency with only one job: protecting consumers. Unfortunately, its continued effectiveness to protect consumers is on the line right now. Despite Richard Cordray's qualifications, several senators have threatened to block his confirmation unless the agency's powers are rolled back and its funding is weakened. Without a confirmed director, the CFPB could lose a critical piece of its authority over payday lenders, check cashers, debt collectors, and other non-bank entities. This opposition to Richard Cordray and to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is out of touch with where the American public is at. Nearly 3/4 of all likely voters support a single agency with a single mission of protecting consumers from unfair financial practices. And 2 out of 3 likely voters, including a majority of Republicans, agreed that we cannot get our economy back on track without strong financial reform. It isn't a radical idea. It's something that Americans support. When an ordinary family goes out to get a credit card or mortgage, they ought to be treated fairly, and that's why we need a consumer cop on the beat. That's why we're here today, to show that support to Senator Mark Kirk. We have over 7,000 statements of support from Illinoisans calling on Senator Mark Kirk to do the right thing, and hundreds of thousands more collected from around the country, calling on the Senate to act on behalf of Main Street and ignore the special interest pleas of Wall Street lobbyists. In many ways, this is the same straightforward battle between ordinary Americans and powerful Wall Street banks that we've been fighting for a long time. The difference? A new police department to protect consumers. We need a tough cop and a tough sheriff to run it. Let's hope Mark Kirk does the right thing and makes that happen. Thank you.